Well, I'm still in pain, Brenda. I didn't do anything outside today at all. Um, and I'm fighting flies. I'm I'm overwhelmed with all the flies outside. And the kids let the doors hang open, so now I'm fighting with them in the house. It's okay. It's a beautiful evening here, though. Um, Quiet. Neighbors are kind of quiet over there. They were a little bit loud earlier. Sorry, guys. Well, be thankful because I'm telling you, they're all in my backyard. Of course, I do have the meat birds, so that's probably a lot of it. Won't be long till we put them in the freezer, though. Thank God. I lost two more. Uh, I don't know what's going on with them. I didn't lose but one on the first time we did it, and then now this time we've lost several. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the heat. I just can't compete with the heat. Hey, Mary. Hope you're doing good tonight. Oh, if I keep swinging, guys, you know why. Hey, Holland. Hey, Lily. How are you tonight? That is odd in the winter. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing pretty good. I mean, of course, it could always be better. Hey, Teresa, are you at home? Are you driving or what? Well, I can't say I haven't done anything at all during this time. I'm on my second batch of mushrooms. This was the first one. This is two containers full that I got at Sam's. They were $4. The white ones that I did was $3 and some change. Hey, Holly. And I dehydrated some apples. The kids get lunches when they're here. I can take them up to the school, and they get free lunch, and I bring it back. Well, every day they've been giving me 4 apples. I guess 2 for breakfast and 2 for lunch. Well, 1 for each of them. But anyways, make a long story short, I was getting overloaded with the apples, so they're tied in here, so they're not moving too much. But I thought they were going to stick together. They're not sticking together, so thank God. In Holland, this is Mmm, smells so good. I just want to eat the whole jar. The lemon basil that I dehydrated a little bit of it so that I would have some. I'm hoping that it gets bigger. I took off all the tops so it wouldn't bolt. And I dehydrated it. Oh, you're home babysitting. Cool. Um, Mary, I am hurting still. I've got to go to the oral surgeon in the morning at 10. So I'm hoping and praying that he will do something to help me. And guys, I'm overrun with flies. The kids had the doors open today. So if you see me swatting at a fly, I've been killing flies for the last hour. And of course, this being the only lights that's on in the house, they're going to come over here and bug me. How's it going, Holly? Hey, Patty. How are you tonight? No, baby, I'm going to tell you something right now. I'd have 20 boys to one girl. Literally. Every boy I've ever helped raise or raised have been so much easier than girls. Now they do come up to an age of teenagerness when they want to be smart butts and have to get put down a peg or two. But for the most part, boys are so much easier than girls in my book. Good one, Holly. Ugh. I put some peppermint stuff. I have very, very little teeny bit in the roller that Teresa made me last year. And so I put that on my jaw. You know, I'm wondering, and I'm going to ask the doctor about this. I'm wondering if I'm having so much trouble with this because I don't know if I ever told you guys, I had to have a tumor, a cyst or something taken out of this. It was I have a scar back here, and it was literally around like this, and it was like a golf ball sitting in there. But you couldn't tell that it was that big because, of course, some of it was overweight. But I'm wondering if that's why I'm having even extra pain. Hey, David. David's been working like a fool on his truck. had some major issues with the truck going down, so he's been down for 2 days, messing with 2 or 3 days, I don't remember, messing with that truck, poor guy. So he needs y'all's prayers. I've been praying that he would get any kind of heat exhaustion or anything out in that heat trying to fix it. I know now why the Lord did not give me boys. I would have been in jail. It's a whole lot different, though, when you have them, Teresa, from birth, and they are your own. It's totally different. Now, Lancey Poo, my little grandbaby, I didn't give birth to him, of course, but I've taken care of him ever since he was born, and he's got me wrapped around his little finger. Totally. And every time Laura opens her mouth with a smart thing, I see her mother. Yeah, it could very well be, Mary. And it hurts down in here where the, what we call those things glands or whatever. You tell her, Holland. So I've been a dehydrating fool because I can't do nothing else, and I've been enjoying that. Now, I will tell you, dehydrating mushrooms is a lot of fun, but stink, oh my word, it stinks. I don't know why they smell so bad when they're dehydrated. But this right here, I just want to stick my nose in it all the time. It smells so divine. I tell you, I can't wait to use it on everything. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but all my life, I have pretty much only cooked with very minimal spices and stuff. So I'm entering a whole new world, and it's exciting for me. So I really love that that particular spice. There's some other ones I'd like to grow too that I haven't gotten to grow very good. I've used dill in the past, and but I don't do great with growing dill. I don't know why. Other people in my areas have beautiful dill things, and oh, Teresa's got a beautiful patch of dill. I mean, I don't know if y'all seen her video the other day. Ooh, I'm like in awe. But yeah, I am going to have fun. Holly sent me some calendula and some another start. Both of them start with a C. Oh well. Anyways, so, and I tried to plant some purple basil, but it doesn't come up. So, and right now I'm going to probably rip out a lot of stuff and replant because of the, the heat and everything. Oh wow, Patty, I didn't realize that. And it's one of my favorite things to plant. I mean, to eat fresh is dill. I like to put it in different things and make it in different dips and dressings and stuff like that. Chamomile, yes, calendula and chamomile. So I'm looking forward to growing those. And I have one little teeny piece of thyme that I got from down here. We have a thing called burpees. I don't know if you guys have it where you're at. I'm wondering if this is what's making my nose itch. Anyways, they come and take away the plants and stuff like that when they're spent. Well, they took some away, and I was fortunate enough to be able to get one little thyme plant, and it is hanged on there. It has hung on, but it's never really developed anything beautiful. So the worms come in and eat my dill overnight. Wow. My mother was a dill grower. Everything she grew was always perfect. Normal gardener, natural gardener. Cool. I probably should have put this yogurt in the refrigerator because they're trying to get it. Thank God I got paper towel over it. I won't be able to eat my dinner. My grandmother could grow anything that she put her hands on. That was the truth of it. And that's where I got my love of gardening. I used to garden right beside her, and I used to love to chase her with worms, and she'd have me help her pinch the worms and chase her with snakes and frogs and lizards and all kinds of stuff. It was so much fun. I often think of her when I'm out in the garden and just daydream and think of all the little stupid things I used to do to her and how she would giggle and laugh at me. And what a beautiful childhood. Let's see, probably where you are, Kathy, is a Mediterranean herb and may be suffering in the heat and humidity there. Yes, I have a lot of heat and a lot of humidity here. You can't get away from it here. And I don't give up. But it's so funny, like even when I was in Melbourne, like only a street away from my friend. I don't know if I told you, I have an older friend. Her name is Mary, and I do her and her son Jamie's hair, and been doing it for many, many, many years. But they live next door to my mother-in-law, and for ever since my mother-in-law bought her house. And make a long story short, they always had a garden. And he grew the most beautiful, Jim, it was the husband, and he grew the most beautiful dill I've ever seen. And he would give me starts of it, and I put it in the ground, and it'd die. Put it in the ground, and it would die. I could grow the most beautiful roses. I had roses when I lived a street over from them. I had roses all up and down my fence. Beautiful Lincolns and the pretty purple ones and yellow ones and the peach yellow and, all mixture color. Oh, they was absolutely gorgeous. All ended up and down my fence. Everything was manicured, looked beautiful, but I couldn't grow the dill. It frustrated me so bad. Even David brought back some jalapenos from Hurricane Andrew, where they were throwing them in the trash at Home Depot or somewhere where he was at. I don't remember what store it was. And they were literally topped off. They were chopped off. There were only little sticks like this. Well, I took them and put them in the ground and grew the most beautiful jalapenos you ever seen. How in the world can I grow something that's almost dead and then I can't grow dill? That's weird. I had a big victory gardener for a dad. Lord, the gardens we grew were huge. Cool. I still have extra herb and flower seeds if you need any extra, Kathy. Well, I ain't gonna say no to anything, Holly. And I am gonna get together the box of seeds and stuff that I have extra of, of stuff that I can't do and get that out hopefully this week. I don't know. I've got to get the video made so that you guys can join in, the ones that want to get in that seed swap. I need a fried hand pie and a cup of coffee. I have coffee and pie. Well, that's why I was doing this. And on my video that I'm making, I was explaining how this is one of my fondest memories. My grandmother took us, well, we all went on vacation. My grandmother lived with us, so we all would go on vacation together. My grandfather stayed at home, and my grandmother went off to Tennessee and Georgia and to different people, different homes in our family, and we'd visit days here, a few days there, blah blah blah. Okay, so while we were gone, my uncle Elmer lived on a mountain called Mountain in Tennessee, in the Smokies, and they had an orchard, so they would constantly dry apples, and he gave her a 50-pound sack of dried apples. So I got them home. I can remember her making them. I don't remember exactly how she made them, but I knew that she made them from dried apples. So I'm going to hopefully be able to make some apple turnovers for my grandkids like she did us. And I'm hoping that they will turn out good like hers did. Let's see, where am I at? On or blackberry cobbler or blackberry dumplings and ice cream. That sounds good. I had the best pecan pie, hand pie, when we were in Virginia a few years back. So stinking good. I just had my tongue slap me on the forehead when I read that. Yeah. I made blackberry puree minus seeds for using on pancakes, ice cream, smoothies, and topping of cake. Freeze it. Love pulling that out in February. Sorry, on a phone call. Be right back. Okay, Teresa. I'm going to run. My phone is dying. Okay, Mary. Thanks for coming in, honey. Okay. Blackberry dumplings and ice cream, Duncan. I would kill for it. I make a canned blackberry syrup. That sounds really good. I'm wanting to make some more mango jelly if the neighbors don't steal them all before they're ripe. I am like, I hope I don't have to go and buy any this year. Mom's gotten a few off her tree, but we don't have near as many as what we normally use to make our jelly. I don't have very many. I probably might have 75 to 100 mangoes on there, and that's not very many. The best year I got, I think I got oh my goodness. Don't quote me, but I think it was like 25-gallon buckets full of mangoes. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But man, was they ever good that year. And I froze a lot. I still have a few, I think maybe 3 quart-sized packages from last year in the freezer. But I'll use them to make jelly out of. Hey, Michelle, how are you tonight? So tomorrow is going to be a crazy, crazy day. Tomorrow morning I got that the oral surgeon's appointment at 10 to find out he might have to go in there and scrape it. I hope to God he doesn't. It just hurts just to think about it. But then on tomorrow afternoon, my grandson is graduating kindergarten. And then right after that, we're going to go over to their house and celebrate my granddaughter's birthday. So we're going to have one busy day tomorrow. Friday, I'm supposed to help my... Go figure, I can't catch it. Supposed to supervise my daughter-in-law hanging drywall in her house, because when I was a teenager, I hung drywall for a living to pay for my beauty school. Bet y'all didn't know that. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Thank you. That's very sweet. I grew a little bit this week, and I'm kind of excited about that. Although some of the channels that are in the growing thing, I don't find that they have any content, so I don't know if they're bots or what. Brendan and I have seen a couple of bots on my thing, on my stream, on my stuff, trying to get me to talk with them, but I have been ignoring them, but she said, she kind of helped me out and said, hey, you need to discard these. Oh yes, drywall work is hard stuff. And it's funny, my grandpa's next door neighbor, when he found out I was hanging drywall, he literally went off the wall. The sweetest black man you ever met, and he was one great friend to my grandfather. His name was Josh, and he said to me, girl, you know I love you. He said, but the bottom's gonna fall out. That's gonna ruin your whole insides. You're tearing up your insides. Ladies aren't supposed to be doing that. Blah 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 blah. Well, I didn't believe him, but I ended up having to have to hysterectomy right after, a few years later. So it might have had something to do with it, but could have been a wives' tale too. Yes, I am in Florida. I'm in Central Florida. Sorry, I don't know why my nose is itching so bad. The only thing I can think of, it's either the mushrooms in the air dehydrating, because I got the dehydrator on, that, or it's this beautiful stuff right here, my gold. I block all those who look sketchy. Yeah. Well, I haven't blocked them. I don't know how to block them. I just report them. I guess I could do that too. But it's really weird. Was it last week? I think it was last week. I tried to come on, and they were telling me that I had a infraction, a copyright infraction. It really took me offline, and I had to redo it. Go to their about page, click on the little flag, and a menu pops up. I'm sorry, guys. Excuse me. Yeah, and the smell, I love the taste of the mushroom, but the smell of it when it's dehydrating is overwhelming sometimes. You can block them that way. Okay. And it's really weird how they have to be a bot because it'll say like 2007, and here they've got like 10,000 people, and they have no content whatsoever. I'm like, okay, so who would, I guess maybe if you didn't know, you would probably try to go ahead and make them friends with you or something. I don't know. I can't get them. But anyways, so I've been over at my mom's yesterday helping her for a couple hours because she fell and hurt her tailbone. I'm thankful that she didn't do anything worse than just bruise her tailbone. She's had me help her with getting clearing out my sister's stuff out of that bedroom so she can make it into her sewing room slash uh, um, office. And it's kind of I feel really really sorry for my mom because she's gone from a house of one, two, three, four, a 4-bedroom house, and her having all the bedrooms, to going down to a 2-bedroom house when my sister Kim moved in. And now that my sister Ruth Ann's moved in, she's only got one little teeny bedroom because she moved out of the major bedroom to give it to my sister and her husband. And she ain't got no room to put nothing. Now that my sister's passed on, she's got 2 bedrooms again, but still, it's like, I don't know what she's going to do with all of her stuff. Hey there, Wayne family. YD. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Heidi. Whitey. So she's having it really rough. And, well, let's just say it's hard enough losing your husband and then you lose your daughter right after that, not too much longer. Well, first we lost Linda, and then we lost my dad, and then we lost my sister. I've lost a lot of people in between other than, that didn't directly contact with her, but she's not accepting everything very well, and she's having a really rough time. So anyways, God's got her. He's taking good care of her. Yeah, it is. I know you're going through the same thing, Patty. And it's never easy going through stuff of other people's either, to try to discern what you're going to keep and what you're going to get rid of, and what's important and what's not, and who's going to want this and who's going to want that. It's crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. I still haven't got the heart to go in and get rid of all my daughter's stuff out of the girls' room. So one day I will soon. We were going to do that. We were going to tackle that the other day, and I backed out of it. It is what it is, and my daughter's been gone 6 years now, I think. Something like that. I don't know. We were trying to figure it out the other day. I try not to keep track of that stuff. I went through that with my grandmother, and my dad passed 6 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, it's not easy. But on a better note, she is doing better. She's, I don't know if y'all remember me telling you that she was really sluggish and not not functioning well at all. But the last few days, the last 3 or 4 days, she's had some energy, which really it makes me so much happier. Um, I just pray it continues because I really worry about her constantly. Um, I don't know if she'll be going with me tomorrow or not. I hope she does because I need help with the youngins. And David's got to have um, another spinal injection Friday, so y'all keep him in your prayers. I think that this one has helped, but it is very painful when you first get it. I think he said this has helped him. I can't quote him. Um, I just don't. I can't have that kind of stuff in my back because I'm allergic to whatever they shoot in there. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Um, that's okay, Christy. Come on in, honey. Um, I know what you're talking about with that, where it knocks the wind out of you. There's times when I go by the bedroom or like I want to. Other than David, Linda was the closest person that I've ever had to me. We spoke even when she moved out for a year or so. Um, Maybe it wasn't even a year. I don't know. She moved out for a little bit to try and make it out on her own, but she didn't go out on her own. She moved in with other people that took advantage of her. But um, she was very, very, very independent, and we just heck, it was like she's my other half, even though you know David was there too. I would always call his and say, "Hey, do we need anything? Are we missing anything? Everything all right on the way home? From work?" And I mean, just it's hard. But I think some of us, honestly, I think that I was in such a great funky depression after losing her that when I had my heart attack and my cancer and everything, in some ways, I think it helped me to not have the same routine. So therefore, it gave me a chance to get a little bit more ease in sometimes. So, but my girlfriend's mother that we've been praying for, Peggy, she's doing a little bit better. Last I spoke to her. Trying to think of all the people. Cynthia, Teresa's mom, still on the same um, scale. They're having trouble, trying to make sure that they're trying to keep her home as long as they can, and then they're going to put her in a nursing home, I guess. And I got word that Bub had to put his mother in a nursing home, so that's why he hasn't been on. He's had a lot of work, extra stuff to do and stuff. So I've been praying a lot for him too, and My friend Sharon is going through chemotherapy, and of course Mary. We've been praying for her. She's doing a little bit better, I think. My girlfriend Deborah, the one that lost all the blood platelets and everything, she's at home now. And she seems to be doing a little bit better, but I don't think she's totally back. They're going tomorrow to do a lot of tests and stuff like that for her to make sure that she's making blood again or whatever, that her count's not low again. I wondered where Bub was. Lots of folks dealing with things with their parents these days, it seems. Yes, it's crazy. I mean, it seems like more now too with this COVID thing. Um, my Becky, she's opening her shop. Um, uh, it's been a while, David, since I hatched any. I think I've got like 30 in there that are babies that haven't gone outside yet. So Becky got word that one of her stylist's families got it. So praying for them too. It started in his liver, kidneys, and spine. Started fighting after radiation. He kind of went crazy. Hey, Red Shed, did you have to dump those eggs, or did they hatch, or what happened with that? I can't. Last I heard, you were thinking about getting rid of them because they didn't. The incubator went off or something, the power or something. I just wondered whether you got any eggs that hatched. And I am ready, David, anytime you want to start putting these broilers into the freezer. I am well over these birds. You'll probably make me wait till the end of the month, though. Let's see, today is 17th. That is sad, Holly. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, cool. Your chickens hatched 3 duck eggs. That's neat. So I have been letting some of my long beans get overdue so that I could dry them and have more beans. I'm looking forward to sprouting some more of those to make a whole bunch more on trellises. How many are you processing? I think there's 36 or 38 left out there. Power was off for 12 hours. These quails hatch out in pre-quail hashed out of tinish in there. Polish look okay. Left them in. Cool. I'm glad you did that. Hoping it warms up enough here to get my noodle beans to grow. And too cold and wet here. Wow. Mine are growing like crazy. Oh, you know what? I bet it's the peppermint that's making my nose itch. I don't think it's that. Because I don't remember my nose itching whenever I was messing with that. I think it's a peppermint making my nose itch. Yeah, I want to get some more collards growing, and I've got a lot of stuff I want to grow. I'm going to pull up a lot of my beds and redo them. Those butter beans, I don't know if it's because they have had some dryness to them or what, but they sprung up really fast and then they just stopped. I don't know what's going on with them. Okay, Holland, thanks for coming in. Give Lily a hug for me. That was a weird noise. It must have been one of the birds. I still have my mom's birds in the house, so I still have a problem with the little flying moths. Drive me insane too. I was so excited when I got my birds outside because I didn't have those moths anymore. Now that she's had me bring them over here and I put them in the house, of course, I got them again. One of my dogs hates peppermint. I use it on my sore ankles. He runs if he smells it. I don't know what kind of moths they are. They come in the bird food. We have an annoying pest getting in the garden. Caught a raccoon in there last night. Oh, I hope you killed him. That is funny, Christy. Oh no. Yeah, something got a couple of my broilers the other, let's see, the night before last. I was not too happy about it because those were the ones we were nursing. So that's another reason why I don't want to lose any more of them. It's so hot in the varmints and the flies and everything. So sorry, been on the phone, had this on, but missed a lot. We'll go back later. Oh, that's all right, Teresa. Thank you. Ugh. So I'm needing hours. It just doesn't seem like my hours are growing very much at all. But I am getting new subscribers. Some of them I'm a little questioning about because I think they might be bots, so they might not count. But it is what it is. And I this week joined 2 other things, and I've got to put it on my about page. I joined Twitter and Instagram. Don't know anything about either one of them, but been doing stuff. So if you guys got an account, hit me up and I'll do the same for you. I don't know anything about them too much. If y'all haven't seen Teresa's video on her garden, oh man, it's so beautiful. I mean, they have a beautiful garden. I really, I want to go out there and swipe half those peanuts. Tell Lee. I have to find you on Instagram. I don't do Twitter. Cool. I have to learn how to use it, so you guys might help me out a little bit, teaching me how to do it. I can't even use Facebook properly, I guess, because honestly, I don't get a whole lot of stuff like family and stuff like that. They put stuff on there. I have to hunt for my family and go look on their stuff. Yeah, it is mostly pictures that I've seen. So, and I don't know how that, if it sends you over to YouTube or whatever. So we cannot get past 300 subscribers. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Holly. Hang in there. That's all I can say. I mean, I'm discouraged too. I thought by now, I'm hoping and praying by my birthday in September when I go to the picnic that I will be monetized so that, or at least get 1,000 so that I can live stream while I'm on vacation. Because let's just admit it, I mean, it's a whole lot easier when you're on your phone. Yeah, they do, Patty. Find me on Instagram. And now, Holly, is it under the red shed? Don't quit. Don't quit. It will continue to grow. I mean, I really wasn't pushing my channel like I should have been, and I didn't know enough about it to try and push it. But also, Holly, do you do any dehydrating? Oh, thank you, Holly. Don't worry about it. If you lose people, they're probably bots. Don't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about that because you really truly. I'd rather have you guys and stay under 1,000 and not get monetized than I would to have a bunch of bots on there and people that are not growing. Also, I find that a lot of times when I post things on different platforms, like when I go over, I've gotten people from different larger channels when I go over to their Facebook thing and say things. Sometimes I get a person or two off of that. I just got quite a bit of people. Well, I say quite a bit. I think it was about 8 or 10 people came over after I joined the hashtag dehydrating. Let's dehydrate. Collaboration with the Page family. Some of those people came over and we went back and forth, and I subscribed to them and they subscribed to me, which is really cool. I like that. So if you could get into that collaboration, all you have to do is make a dehydrating video, and in the uh where you name the video, what's that called? Anyways, where you name the video what you want to say. If you put in hashtag let's dehydrate and go over to the page family and say you'd like to join that dehydration thing, she'll put your video in her list. Now, mind you, it may take a few days because right now they're in the process of moving into a brand new home and all this kind of stuff. So um, um, that would be a great. And she allowed me to go back and put my other dehydrating videos, put a hashtag on them and change the name to them to add that hashtag thing. And she put them in her list, which helped me tremendously. Even if you only get 10 people come over, Holly, that's better than none. And there are 10 people that'll watch for your videos on dehydrating and watch your stuff. Yeah, it is a busy time of the year for all that is, because a lot of people are getting um, a lot of food coming in right now that they've got to can and stuff like that. Oh, thank you, Brenda. So I'll go on after and follow you. I didn't know that you were on there. It's like anything, Holly. It does take some work. I started going on live streams for several channels and did a lot of chatting with others in the chat and got subs that way. Yes. And I'll be honest with you, Holly, this is another thing too. You need to let people know when you're if you're how do I say this? Um I thought that I had subscribed to you a long time ago when you first started out, but somehow it wasn't up there. So I had to go back and do that, and I had to do that twice with you. So um, that could be a little bit of the problem too. Because where you think you're going stale, maybe you're losing people and they're having to come back and so forth. So, and I don't. People say that YouTube wants to cut people out. I don't know if they really actually do that, or if it's so easy to accidentally hit the wrong button when you're trying to close something out. Or one of my grandkids have turned off my phone or my computer. That could knock somebody off of there easily too. So yes, Patty, the same here, but they changed it so it's harder now. I hate that. Yeah, collaborations do help a lot. So and that's another thing I want. I've got some collaborations in mind I want to get involved with you guys and y'all put them out there too, and that'll help us because I'm sure that everybody's got people that we all don't have, and that way we'll get each other's names out there by doing collabs. Sometimes you wonder what when I when I have David here, I think we get a little bit better craziness going on too. But Yes, and you guys, I would like it if you guys would post each other's links on here too, because I think that um, it is great opportunity. Now, that being said, I am not good with computers, and I want to do that, Teresa, but I don't know how, and I don't get it right. I learned how to do that. Um, I had to call Sherry and ask her how to post my link on a Facebook thing because I wanted my channel link, not my video link, because they're different things. And she told me how to do it on my phone, but I can't do it on the computer at all. I don't know how to do it properly. Thank you, Patty, for putting Holly's link up there. If you guys don't have Holly, please go over and join her. That would make my day, and it'd make hers too. So, has anybody heard? Um, I'm praying that um, Lippy gets her. Get. I hope that's. I'm praying that that's the good fit for them. God sent them to the right place for a good fit. That's okay. Lee is funny, and I don't know if you've met Lee in person. He's just as funny in person as he is in on here. You know. Teresa like Benny Hill. And this is what frustrates me too. Like people that come on my streams and stuff like that, I will go on their channel and make sure that I'm subscribed to them, and I make sure that my bell's rung. Sometimes I'm subscribed to them, but my bell's not on, and I don't understand that because homesteaders, I automatically turn that bell on because I want to see what people have got that's coming out there new. Now, I have gotten some channels that I that are new um, that aren't putting a whole lot of content out yet. That I'm not getting very many bells rung on them either, so it's kind of weird. Yeah, and it's kind of weird. Like it's like okay, I think it has a lot to do with algorithm too. Algorithm, algo. You know what I'm trying to say? That word. Um, because I mean, I do watch Justin a lot. Um, but him and some of the bigger channels pop up on my screen all the time, whereas some of the smaller channels that I watch don't pop up at all. I have to go searching for them. So that may be a lot of stuff. And if you're not using tags in your videos down at the bottom, where you push more, I learned that from Teresa. Add those tags in there. That will help get your algorithm up there better. Yeah, I don't watch many channels that are big anymore. Every once in a while, if I'm if I see something in one of the big channels, what do you call it, thumbnail or in their caption or name or something that I want to see, I'll go on and watch it. But I don't, sometimes like I love Justin's channel, but sometimes it's repetitive stuff all the time, and that's why I'm trying to do different things on my channel so that people aren't watching the same thing every single day. Yes. Yes, I love little people too. I feel like I can relate better to where they're at, you know. I mean, even so far as to there's a couple of channels that I watch. One of them is having, they must have a chip or something on their camera. I don't know if they're using a phone camera or not, but I could never say anything to them about it. But or sometimes in the beginning they go from holding the camera upright like this to turning it sideways so that they can get a better picture. But I don't have, I'm. It's not for me to tell them how to do it, but it excites me whenever they learn, like I did, that it's better to hold the camera sideways. Gets a better shot or whatever. I only watch a few large channels, maybe 5 off and on during the week. I was on the phone to say hello. I like Roots and Gold Shaw and Stivers. Yeah, I do like all those, and I do watch. I try to watch at least one video a day of a larger channel. But I don't feel, what I like about smaller channels is I can conversate with someone with a smaller channel and feel like we are balanced. Whereas a larger channel, I feel like if they've got 500 people in there saying things to them, there's no way that they can get through those 500 questions in a day to answer you. You can kindly share with them in a message, Kathy. It was something someone shared with me that way and was very welcome. More community, the smaller channels really. You get a lot in the chat on the bigger channels. I think you're trying to say you get lost. Oh yes. Yes, that's the way I feel. Even even so far with um um I love Danny and Wanda, but I get lost in their chat. I don't feel like it's not a conversation like we're doing now. It's gotten so big that it races by and they can't read them all. That's another reason why I miss David sitting next to me, because he helps me read y'all's questions and stuff, and read y'all's answers to my questions. Yeah, me too, Christy. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. It's hard to do that. So I don't even watch any channels that are large anymore with their lives. I just don't feel like I just don't feel like I'm in that field, because you really don't get your questions answered. I agree with that. Um, and sometimes, I mean, like some of the things, some of two families on so many times during the week that sometimes I can hit them and sometimes I miss them. And that's the great thing about two family too. They have their own computers, so that when one's one's reading and answering, it's kind of cool. Yeah. I had a couple incidents with some really large channels that kind of hurt my feelings because I had met them previously, and just wanted to say some encouragement, and was totally turned off by a person that. But I can understand too when your heart is hurting how easily it is to not want to show it publicly. Yeah. Um, I don't know. Has anybody said, are they still on the go for the HOA this year? I'm not sure that we'll even go. Um, I've got so many financial burdens coming up that I, it's going to be hard for me to make the picnic, much less um, to go to the HOA or anything like that. So a different experience. Like one might get upset with the channel, and the next person upset with the whole other channel. True. And we all draw things from each other. I mean, um, the the teaching thing you're saying, Patty. Sometimes um, it's easier for me to learn from a female than it is to learn from a male. Um, I know that sounds prejudiced, but men have a way of talking. It's like it's what is that? What is that? Men are from Venus and women are from no, women are from Venus and men are from Mars or something like that. I don't know. Go something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. So for me, learning from um, a female is easier because we talk somewhat of the same language. Yes, they have been working on that sound problem, and I think it has a lot to do with the people that are calling in are so much louder than them too. That's cute. Please. All right, Patty. Thanks for joining us, honey. Yes, David, it is the way that God's wired us. And I think that um too, when you have a passion for something, your knowledge is much stronger than somebody that you're trying to teach. So sometimes it doesn't go, we don't make it simplified. So I think that has a lot to do with it too. It's like I have the passion for growing plants and stuff like that. And dehydrating and canning and, homesteading. Well, somebody that's new into it and we're trying to teach them, maybe we need to simplify our teaching. And yet we still have to meet the needs of people that have been doing it for years to keep their attention to us too. So it's kind of like, wow, okay. So where are we going to go in the middle of all this? My husband was born in Mars, Pennsylvania. I used to call him the man from Mars. Hi, Anne Marie's Life at Home. How are you tonight? We're all doing pretty good here. Praise the Lord. Welcome to the channel tonight. We're almost about done, but I appreciate you coming in. You're from Australia. Wow. What type of climate are you in right now? Is it are you in tropical, or are you in dry, or really wet, or what? How is your climate there? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know how to pronounce your name. YB Family Farm. Oh, I missed that. Hi, Best Yet Journey. How are you this evening? Oh, you're in Zone 8A. Is that South Carolina? SC? Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Teresa. I try. I've got a lot of work to do with my yard, and I've got to get some brush and stuff cleared off of the eaves of the house too. Got a lot of work to do around here. I'd like to see more community with some of the channels and less competition, if that makes sense. Yes, I agree. I became, how do I say? I don't want to sound like I'm being snobbish or nothing like that, but I just came to the sense of I'm going to be me, and I'm sure that other people could think of different ways that I should be doing my channel, but I am loving what I'm doing, and I'm loving the conversation that I have with a lot of the channels that I have. So I'm just going to keep doing what I like to do. If I'm trying to do something and I'm not liking it, it's not going to be fun for me, and I'm going to bomb. So I just want to keep doing what I love doing, and sharing what I love to do. If that makes sense for you guys. And I have got some stuff. When I get closer to the 1,000, I'm going to let you guys in on some of the goodies that I've got in store for my giveaways. If I don't give so many of them away already, but I want to do some giveaways of things that I make and do, and stuff like that for my giveaways. So that being said, I gave a little hint of the things that I'm going to be doing for my 1,000. Let's see. missing some stuff, I think, here. I love history, so it makes me sad that they are trying to change it or erase it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that guy is so smart. Just do what you want to do. Yes, I am. That's what I want to do. I love watching self-sufficient. Yes, you was very helpful to me. Thank you. Aw, thank you. I'm glad I could help. Not sure what I was helpful with, but that's what I'm doing too. Historical buildings are a love of mine. Yes, we watch self-sufficient me also. Road trip to Kathy's to help her in the backyard. Oh my word. I've got to get my house clean. I got all these people wanting to come to my house. I am jealous of the man's growing season. Yes, the red shed. Me and Brenda are going. My husband and I had our honeymoon in Gettysburg. Oh, that sounds fun. Girls' road trip. I'll tell you probably the best time to come in to Florida is probably early October because it's it's not cold at all. It's not even cool. It's still really warm, and you've got the best of all the world, I think, um, because it's kind of eased off a little bit on the 90 degrees like I've got right now. I can't wait to go to Kathy's, Teresa. We need to talk about when to go. I've got to go. Love y'all. All right, Christy. Thanks, honey. Well, I'm going to say a quick prayer here. God knows everybody that needs the prayers. So I'm not going to elaborate too much tonight. So here we go, because it's getting late, and I know you guys are wanting to get on the road. Thank you, Lord, for this time we've had together. I pray, Lord, that you continue to bless our community and our family. I love the people that I'm able to minister here through this channel, Lord, and become great friends with, friends that I'll have for I hope a lifetime, the rest of my life at least, I hope, and theirs too, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you continue to bless us all, give us all great weather and great growing crops and bountiful harvests. And thank you for everybody stopping in tonight, and bless them beyond measure, Lord. I ask these in your name. Amen. Kathy better be ready. David better be ready too. Yep. So anyways, guys, hi, Bub. I'm so glad to see you. I hope you're doing better. I hope you're getting some help with all that you've got to do. You've been in my prayers. Uh-oh. I will be so embarrassed if you come anytime real quick. You better let me know ahead of time, girl. All right, guys. So I don't know if Bub's still on there or not. We love you, Holly. You too, Wayne family. You too, Brenda, Ann, Teresa, and Bub, and everybody else that's on here. Wow. Okay. Well, don't be surprised if my house ain't a mess then, Brenda. We are letting you know you are on notice. Oh Lord. We do not care about your house. Yes, you do. Good night. God bless all y'all. Love you guys. I'm gonna hang up now.